Hi everyone, I'm Mark with Artisan Restoration, and I'm down on West Okoboji Lake uh, at the Miller House where I did work 20 some years ago. We had to strip this whole thing to get off some crappy stain that he had, and we've been stopping back every now and then to help him keep up with the maintenance, but it's been a few years and kind of fallen behind on things. And I'm gonna do a quick tour here and show you what I'm talking about. Got this beautiful home here, which is all log siding. And one of the things we've done is we've had to replace those logs sticking out past the roof line up there. We've done several there. We've done some more over here. And today, I'm here to look at the deck railings. We've got a little spot here, and needs to have some epoxy work done on it. And so a number of posts have already been replaced. These here have got boron rods in them, but I think the rods should have been placed lower and more frequently, because right now the post is rotting out where the floor framing is notched into it, and that's happening in several areas. This post was replaced, and we need to put some boron rods in that one before the same thing happens to it. This guy here wasn't replaced, and you can see how soft it is. We've already tried to do some epoxy repair on it to get a little more life out of it, but that one's got to go. This one's been replaced, but we should put boron rods in that. This one in the middle here is due for replacement. We've done all we can with the epoxy and the boron rods here. Again, they should have been lower and more frequent than what was done there. This one's been replaced. This guy here is due for replacement. It's been patched and repaired, epoxied several times, and the other two on the end, the same thing will need to be done. So let's go look at the lower level. There's so much fall on this lot that there actually is I think there's actually a basement below the basement. These steps here are all done with non-treated treads and stringers, and a lot of those are going to have to be replaced. That one right there is really bad, but you can see what I'm talking about over here. These two posts have been repaired, and they need to be replaced. These guys here were replaced or repaired on the bottom several years ago, but the tops, I don't know if you can see that, where the timbers, where the treated framing sits on those posts, that's starting to deteriorate now. And this is one of the original posts, and it's pretty bad. And up there, it's just about as bad, where the framing's notched into it, and this is one that's replaced. We'll do boron on all these that were replaced, these major ones down here. So this is a basement level deck, and there's actually a little basement area below this. But anyhow, this guy here we replaced a while ago, but we didn't do any boron rods on it, so that's gonna need boron in it. This guy here seems pretty good, but I don't see any evidence of boron treatment, so we gotta do that. This guy here is toast. This is the main structural support, and it's totally shot up there. And over here on this side, I don't think there isn't much even bearing on the footing. And then over here, this last stairway is in need of some work. It's getting kind of wobbly, and I'll show you why here. The stringers are kind of are rotting apart here, and we put in a support in the middle of the stringer because there's no support here at the landing, and they're not cantilevered, they're just attached to a wall there. And anyhow, this whole thing needs a little bit more support. And underneath here you can see these white areas. That's an indication that there's rot going on, and those are treated members, but once you cut into them, if you don't treat them, it starts to deteriorate. This one's pretty good. We can put some boron rods in that. This one's is punky on the bottom. We could take off a foot of that and get rid of it without any trouble. This one's high and dry. This one's good, but this one over here is pretty close to the ground, and this drain here, and it's on the north side. So this guy here is either due to be shortened up, or we could put a small piece on the end. The one in the corner I think is good. This deck here is in good shape, but I really think we should put boron rods in all these posts, because none of them are treated like the framing is. And over here we got one log on the house that has got a crack in it, or a check, and that one's due for replacement. So that's about it. You can see those purlins, as we call them, the ridge beam, probably need to be looked at. Over here, we did work on those purlins before, but I don't know if the guys put any boron rods in them. This one here, you can see the upper corner of the top one is got an indication of something going on at the 2 o'clock mark. So those guys are going to need some repair, and some boron rods up there also. So let's see here. Well, here we are back to the front of this beautiful home. We've done some work on the purlins up there at the top of these logs. That probably should just be checked out again. You can see that the lower purlin on this side of the roof has got a big black streak on it, and that's not a good sign. There's probably some decay going on up there, so that should be investigated when we're here. And that's about it. We're back to where we started. So anyhow, that's my inspection of this home. And thanks for watching. Hopefully we can get back here and get it fixed up before it gets any worse.